is Maisha Kungu. I am a queer, black, contemporary dancer with dyslexia who lives and works in the Greater Manchester area. I am a professional dancer, choreographer, stilt walker, street theatre artist, clown and tap dancer. Previously, I have worked with companies such as Global Grooves and also Handmade Parade and Stilt Batteristas, which are based in Calderdale. I have lots of experience working with communities, with different marginalised groups, including groups with disabilities and LGBTQ plus communities. I have a small amount of experience with refugees and asylum seekers. I have 8.5 years professional experience post-university of all of these things. I see all artists as translators. So they take things from the world, they absorb them, and then they reform them in a way that people that aren't necessarily artists can understand and utilise in their own lives. So how that relates to me personally as a dancer and physical performer, and then it gets translated into movement, and that movement is then what I serve to the world as my art form, as my artistic practice, as a form of connection and a form of understanding the world around us. The Liberation Dance Collective, set up and run by me, mixing professional dancers based in Manchester and the North West with communities in this area. Our first project to roll out between June and October will be called How to Lose Your Shit at Gigs. I set up Liberation Dance Collective. Now, this will need a website, it will need social media, and it will need me to bring on board other dancers and performers to work with me. We will then run a series of workshops once a week for a month, and at the end of each month, whoever's been a participant in the workshop, plus the performers and myself will then all go together as members of an audience to a live music performance somewhere in the Manchester area. Now, at that gig, we will function specifically as members of the audience in service to the band. We are not there to take over. We are there to spotlight, uplift, and enjoy the emerging or re-emerging excellent live cultural scene that exists here within Manchester. Instead of people going to dance, I want to take the dance to the people. Now, in lots of other cultures, particularly from my personal experience when visiting West Africa, they have really strong social dance traditions. Now, those are things that I feel like in the UK are lacking. And something that I hear very often, frequently in fact, is, oh, I can only dance when I'm drunk. Oh, I need to have a few pints first. And this is something that I really want to break down and break away from. I want people to feel comfortable in their bodies. I want people to feel free dancing with each other. The origin of this whole idea came to me as a response to the smartphone generation. But now I found when people go to gigs, they literally just hold their phones up like this, and they're not in the music or in the moment. That as much as smartphones can connect, they can also isolate in that you're not necessarily making friends with the people that are around you. Now, the idea of having the Liberation Dance Collective at these gigs immersed throughout an audience would be that as we are dancing and as we are feeling comfortable, the people around us would also begin to feel more comfortable in their bodies. And we would demonstrate how great it is to dance at live music events, and that the rest of the audience would also get involved. They would be grooving, everyone would be having a really great time, creating an excellent atmosphere. I want people to really enjoy the collective experience of movement. I believe that this will aid wellness, and it will create uplift and joy, and it will alleviate a lot of the symptoms we have seen that have resulted from COVID, such as depression, such as anxiety, such as low mood and isolation. I believe that the Liberation Dance Collective is here to create change, to challenge, and to break down barriers and to alleviate the loneliness that COVID-19 has created. So, what will the outcome of my work be? With the money received from GM Independent Artist Initiative, I will be able to cover setup costs and 3 months of running of this dance collective, after which the workshops that I will be leading with other members of the community will start to pay for the collective, and it will then run itself. In terms of a performance outcome, within 1 month of the collective being up and running, I am certain that we will be able to go and improvise in spaces throughout Manchester, and that will be in line with the June to October window that's been set by the GM Manchester Artists Initiative. My name is Maisha Kungu, and I can't wait to see you at interview.